So King Dion ignored my request for an RMA on their piece of junk external SSD. So what do you do in a situation like that? You try something else. What's up everybody, it's PJ the Great. I hope you're having a super beautiful day. And if you're new here, I do videos just like this, as well as PC builds and gaming streams. So if that sounds like your jam, consider subscribing. And to all my returning subscribers, what's up great ones? Welcome back. All right, so today I have a new SSD. It's been a while and I picked one up. This is an external SSD and it's from Inland, and I believe this is a brand of Micro Center. And this is their 480 gigabyte SSD. Now I got a really good deal on this during Black Friday last year. I think I paid like $45, and I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to go and check it out now to see how much it costs now. But back then that was a great deal. I can't imagine that it's more than that right now. But 480 gigabyte SSD external, I think is a really banging deal. And these will come in handy, especially for me, like if I'm traveling and I need a video editing scratch disk. This is what I'm gonna use this for. Now, of course, you can use it for a lot of other things too. Like a lot of people like to store like maybe their favorite games on an external drive so they can bounce from computer to computer. So your use may vary. Let's go over some of the specs so you'll know what to expect. As I mentioned, this is a 480 gigabyte variant of this particular drive, and it advertises on here that you're going to get read speeds of 400 megabytes and write speeds up to 390. It's not too bad, and it is USB 3.1 and it's PC and Mac compatible, and a couple of more scribbles on the back to go through. Interface, we already talked about the USB 3.1 Gen 1 micro B receptacle with cable. Supports Windows XP and above. Supports Mac OS 10 and later. Operating temperature is anywhere between 0 Celsius and 70 degrees Celsius. Size is 1.97 inches by 0.31 inches by 3.15 inches. And the weight is roughly around 0.052 pounds. And you're getting a 3-year warranty with this. So that is a great thing. Unless they're King Dion, who just ignores you when you try to use your warranty. All right, so let's go ahead and crack open this box and see what we get inside. Let's pull this open. Pretty self-explanatory. There's really no documents in here, but here's the package, nicely packed. You get your, well, let's put that on the floor, sliding off my leg. You get your external SSD here, and you get your very short cable. This is like old school. I don't even know what you call that, but you get this that goes into the drive and then it connects to USB 3.0. And here's the drive itself. Now, I wasn't expecting this to be so tiny. It is really tiny and very portable, which is what you want. So, feels pretty good. It's light, but you can tell it's got a little weight to it, so it's not like cheaply made or anything like that. So this is definitely good for portability and traveling with, hooking it up to your laptop, but you can use it with your desktop as well. I'm going to be going back and forth, of course. So the size and the form factor is really good for travel. It's got a little indicator light on here that shows you when activity is taking place. Just plug this in like so. There we go. Plug that in, and then you plug that into your computer and you're off to the races. Speaking of races, let's go ahead and check out the speeds on this thing. We're gonna go ahead and do a crystal disk mark and see if we get the advertised speeds, and then after that I'm gonna do a file transfer test. I'm gonna use 25 gigabytes roughly of video files and see how fast this thing reads and writes, and I'm gonna do that test with an internal, I should say, SSD that I have inside of Baby Blue 2.0 over there. So without further ado, let's get to testing. Getting hypnotized. All right, so we are back, and as you can see, the advertised speeds, we're getting a little bit more. It's the same thing like what happened when I did the Inland Premium NVMe, getting more than advertised. That's always a great thing. Now, one thing I do want to point out about this is be careful if you're trying to plug this into like an external bay that you have plugged into your PC or your Mac, because it does downgrade the speed. I tested that out and the speeds were lower by going that route. So like if you have like an external hub plugged into your computer, it will degrade the speeds. If you plug it directly into your computer and make sure you plug it into a 3.0 slot, then that's when you get those advertised speeds, and in my case, above advertised speeds. So keep that in mind. Now remember back in the days, Samsung, and it's probably still that case today, Samsung was the go-to external drive for like a lot of people, and a lot of YouTubers were like touting how well it was. But like if you don't have that kind of budget, I would definitely recommend picking up the Inland one. I made the huge mistake by recommending the King Dion one because it worked great in the beginning, and then all of a sudden the speeds degraded and it wouldn't stay connected. I'm hoping that doesn't happen to the Inland one. So far, this is like my third Inland drive that I've purchased, and I haven't had any issues yet. So I can go out on a limb and recommend this. I'm gonna use it for a while, and of course I'll report back just like I did on that King Dion drive if anything should happen to degrade. But Inland hasn't let me down, as I mentioned, so I think this is going to be worth your time and your hard-earned dollars. Once again, if you're interested in picking it up, I'll leave a link in the description down below. It's a non-affiliate link, so I don't get anything from it, but joy that you used it. I think this is a great little drive, and I'm glad I picked it up. Once again, I'm really shocked about the size of it. For some reason, I thought it's going to be a lot bigger than this, but I like it. It's cool. Another thing I should mention about this before I head out, I did do a test to see like how warm it was getting during operations, and it really didn't get that warm at all. And that's what I noticed. The King Dion one got really warm while using it. The form factor with that one was a lot smaller, so that might have something to do with it. It also might have something to do with it wasn't a good drive to begin with. Sorry to keep harping on that, but I'm a little upset with the fact that they didn't even bother to get back to me to RMA it. Enough said about them. Inland, they're good. Made by Micro Center. Get it on Amazon.com, or you can go to Micro Center and pick it up, I'm pretty sure. Hey, if you like this video, do me a favor and give it a big old thumbs up. But if you hated it, you can give it a thumbs down. Don't give it a thumbs down. But no matter what you do, don't forget to click that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it so you'll be notified every time I upload new videos. And once again, thank you for joining me, and I'm gonna go and play with this drive. Maybe I'll edit this video on this drive. Until I see you in the next video or stream, this is PJ the Great saying Audi 5000G. And yes, I know I need to shave. I'll do that a little bit later. Sorry about harping on King Dion so much, but just want to get my feelings out there.